welcome to Who's Hiring, presented by California University, the Career and Professional Development Center. My name is Emma Harris, and I am your host today. Here at CalU, every student has a career coach, and I am the career coach for the students who are with majors in arts, languages, communications, public services and human services, criminal justice, and anything that is related to liberal studies. I am also the career coach for exploratory study students, and I am your career advantage coordinator. So if you have any questions about that, feel free to contact our office. Today, I'm excited to present to you community options, and we are speaking to Vanessa Jones.
Hello.
And Vanessa Jones is the coordinator of programming and services with community options. So I want to say thank you for joining us today, Vanessa.
Absolutely, it's exciting.
Okay, so just to confirm, we are recording this session, and this information that we are discussing today will be shared on all our social media, on our YouTube channel. We have a newsletter that we do for student and faculty, so we'll be sharing that information with that group of individuals as well. And let's begin, right?
All right,
So I have a couple questions for you. So tell me a little bit about your organization and why you feel it's a great place to work.
All right, so community options. So who we are and what we are. So basically, we are a nonprofit organization. What we do, we buy homes, we rent homes, and we place adults with intellectual disabilities or developmental disabilities into these homes. And then we provide support for them. What I mean by support is like home life, cooking, cleaning, making sure that they're keeping up with like personal hygiene, medication administration, making sure that their individuals are taking their medications, day-to-day things like laundry, or something at home could be something so simple as, making bracelets with an individual, or, a movie night. Things like that tend to happen in like the home environment. Community, we have different programs, different day programs for our individuals that goes based off of meaningful day curriculum, basically getting them out and about in community to develop relationships outside of just individuals with disabilities. Again, our biggest thing is getting them to be as independent as possible. Yes, we are there for them to depend on, but we also want them to grow and develop types of skills to be able to communicate out and about on their own with other people. Things of that nature. Also, we do job coaching as well. So it's technically called supportive employment. And when you are a job coach, you help our individuals look for jobs that they would like to do and sustain them. We're still going a long way with advocating for individuals with disabilities. Yes, we've develop things over the year if you look back on history and things like that, but we do have a long way to go, especially in the job field, getting them out and about and getting them equal pay to us and what we would get when we walk into a job scenario. So definitely job coaching is a big thing like that. And yeah, so just basically hanging out. I tell them all the time that, our mission is to help them be as independent as possible, but we're never here to, change our individuals in any way, shape, or form. We're really here to help them grow and accomplish, those personal goals that they have, whatever the case may be. That's what we're here for. I do think, having a job in this field is amazing. If I'm speaking from my perspective, when I first started here, back in 2017, I didn't know much about the field. And if I'm being honest, I didn't really know much about dealing with individuals with intellectual disabilities and, higher functioning individuals and lower functioning individuals and things of that nature. It was really something I had no idea about. but working in the field and being there every day and turns into every week, you really develop relationships with these individuals where you want them to accomplish their goals, and their goals end up being your goals. And you really try to get creative, and to try to get them out and about and to do those types of things. The experience is great whenever you are with them. You get to do new things all the time. My first shift working, I went and rode horses. You never know what you're getting thrown at you, but you could do fun things like that, just getting out and about in the community, doing just things that you never would even think about, and they get you to do that with them, and it's meaningful to you, and it's also meaningful to them. A lot of our individuals, some of them do have family that's around, but really, when you're going and working in these houses, you become family almost. Like, you're that big sister or big brother, maybe mom, aunt, or whatever they assume or associate with you that day. That's what you become to them. We become, a part of their lives. So I think it's honestly so great. Advancement opportunities as well. Again, I started here in 2017. I was just a DSP, working in the homes, and I kind of grew up the ladder. Worked as a senior in the house, which is basically, making sure everything in the house is up to par. There's groceries there, and your individuals are happy, and the other staff who are working there are happy. Everybody is cordial, and things are just good in the home. And then I bumped up to PM, and what that was, program manager, is again scheduling, answering to call offs, things like that. Being that support person whenever maybe an individual is going through like a crisis. And I like to touch base on that too. It really is a rewarding job, and you have good days, and just like any other job, you might have some bad days as well. But it's just finding a way to go about getting through those days where maybe you're just a little frustrated, or there's just too much going on. So you just really have to find your way to get through it. But yeah, so I became a PM, and then I ended up being the training coordinator, which I ran orientation for about a year and a half. Our orientation is a weekly process, so I was able to get my certification in teaching CPR. So now I'm a certified instructor when it comes to CPR. I'm a certified instructor for medication administration, things like that. And those are the types of opportunities that you get working with Community Options. If you do decide to join us, and it's something that you like, and you're interested, and you want to move forward, there's just so many things that you can grab onto, and really benefit from. But I was training coordinator, then now I'm HR. So I'm helping with recruiting. I'm running interviews and things like that. If I think back to 2017, I'm just like, whoa, how did I get from there to here? But it really is who is surrounding you. People often say all the time, people change based off of those around them and support of them. And as a company, we're so family oriented, I feel like. Everybody's always in support. If there's something that you maybe want to try out or go for, we're all like, go for it. Like, you can do it. If you feel like you can do it, put in that application for it. And hey, maybe you don't get it, but you still put your name out there, and you let it be known that you're willing to take that extra step to be involved in the company. So that's who we are. We're just a family oriented company. There's so many rewards to working with us and with our individuals. Maybe something as simple as accomplishing their goals. It really is just rewarding all around.
Okay. It sounds to me that then there are some great opportunities for current students who might be in their bachelor's or their undergrad programs, as well as recent graduates, or even someone who might even be in their master's levels program, and who might be looking for opportunities to work with Community Options. It sounds like there are paid opportunities, part-time and full-time jobs that they can pursue. Is that correct?
Oh, yes, for sure. We are always, open, and we're always trying to bring people in from entry level the whole way up to management. Like I mentioned before, we have, if maybe you're starting out as a DSP, or maybe you just get brought on as a senior, as soon as we sit down and talk about, your qualifications and things like that, we have floater positions where you kind of aren't just specified to one house. You kind of visit all the houses. We have behavioral specialists. So maybe, if you are going to school for, psychology and things like that, or you have your degree or bachelor's or whatever the case may be, we have behavioral specialists who go in and sit one-on-one with our individuals and try to develop plans to help them live their day-to-day, to help them with their coping skills and things like that. Program managers, again, making schedules, keeping, the house in order. And same with program specialists as well. They do our billing, they communicate with the program managers and things like that too. We also have medical coordinators now. That's a new thing that we brought on, to where medical coordinators, they just handle appointments for our individuals, compliance appointments, doctors, psych evals and things like that. They take care of all that, taking them, to those places. So we really do have so many positions that could, help someone, or you guys can get into. Currently, right now, we do actually have $1,000 sign-on bonus for our full-time employees. Full-time employees, after 90 days, you do get the opportunity to sign on for like bonuses and things like that, or benefits. I'm sorry, is what I meant. I'm crazy. Benefits. So we have health insurance and things like that. But yeah, so right now we have that $1,000 sign-on bonus, which is awesome. After your 90 days, you get that. You get it paid in installments of 2. So after your 90 days, you get that first 500, and then afterwards, for the next pay, you get that second 500. As far as part-time, we do have a $500 referral bonus, and that goes along with the full-time too. So say you start out and you like it and you want to let your friend in on it, and you're like, hey, like they're working with my schedule, it's going good, it's a great experience, and you kind of put someone else onto what we're doing, that's easy $500 in your pocket. So
everybody can use $500, right?
I know I can. So things like that. And I always used to tell my managers and things, when I would bring people in with like the referral bonus, I'd be like, listen, I'm gonna bring people in, but what happens after that 90 days? After that 90 days.
There you go.
Because sometimes you just gotta let them know I'm helping them. Yeah. But don't sign me off on this, because you never know what could happen. But yeah, so full time, we do have guaranteed 40 hours a week. We do offer some overtime as well. So maybe you want to pick up an extra shift here and there, go for it, as long as it's an appropriate overtime and things like that. We're all for everybody getting a little extra cash, because who doesn't need it, especially in a time period like right now. But yeah, so those are the opportunities that we have right now currently. That sign-on bonus, referral bonus, full-time, part-time, whatever anybody is looking for, we do have it.
Okay. One of the things that we require from our partner employers is that they post their jobs onto Handshake. So if you don't have them posted by the time this airs, please have any job opportunities you have posted to our Handshake so our students can apply. That would be greatly appreciated, and we can also direct them to your website directly.
Sure. I was going to say also, if I'm sorry to cut you off, I don't mean to. If anybody is interested, I can give you my personal email, and they can always reach out to me. We can set up an interview, or even if they just want more information as far as like the different positions and things like that, they can reach out to me. We can sit down, we can have a conversation, and I can talk with them more in depth about what position really, what each position really is.
Okay, so if you don't mind, go ahead and give us your email address so we can have it for the record.
Yeah, so my email is Vanessa, VANESSA .Jones, JONES @comop.org, COMOP.org.
Okay, you hear that, people? Vanessa's giving you an opportunity to reach out to her directly for more information about positions with community options. So I have one final question for you today.
For sure.
And it's we know that everybody's and you already talked about it a little bit. Everybody's career path may have many twists and turns, and you talked a little bit about how your career goals have changed over the last couple of years. What it was the best career advice you received that helped you get where you are in your career today? The best career advice.
So the best career advice, honestly, it's going to sound so silly, but go for it. Like that was the best thing, again, like every time I would bring something to my managers and I'd be like, listen, like I really want to try, to take this on, or I want to put in my application for this. They're just like, go for it, never hold yourself back. If it's something that, you really want, just go for it. That's my biggest motto, and what people put on to me is really going for it, because you never know. As far as community options, we have so many people inside that just started out as just a DSP, and don't let me put a DSP on like a low bracket, because you guys, a DSP is our front line. All right, so they're the ones with the individuals every day. They're the one developing the relationships. They're the ones dealing with, the emotional tools, or the happy days, the sad days. DSPs really, our heartbeat really for the company. So, but we have so many people who started from a DSP and have grown so much. Bridget Haney, she is our executive director here at the Washington office, and she started off as a DSP, and she's been in this company for 26 years. So that's a long time. Our vice president, she started off as a DSP as well. And she worked her way up. She was a residential director, she was an ED, and then now she's vice president. So there really is so many opportunities for growth.
Can you explain to me what a DSP is?
Yeah, I'm sorry. So a DSP is a direct support professional. Those are the individuals that are going into the homes, helping our individuals with their day-to-day living. So, with the home, helping them get out in the community. They're the ones who are providing that in-person support with our individuals. So they're frontline. They're clocking in every day, hanging out with them, doing whatever it is that they want to do that day. Trying to just work towards their goals. And that's what a DSP is.
Great. Again, it sounds like you have some great opportunities with Community Option. And I just wanted to say thank you for participating in Who's Hiring, that is presented by CalU Career and Professional Development Center. Thank you, Vanessa, for taking the time out to share your information about your organization. It sounds like there are great opportunities, and it seems like you really enjoy what you do and making an impact on the people that we serve. So thank you for that. It's been a great opportunity to speak with you today. Is there anything that you would like to leave us with today before we close out?
No, I just want to thank you for having me. And again, if anybody is having, any second thoughts, or really just want more information and feel like you didn't get enough, please reach out. I will dedicate time to sit down and explain whatever it is that you want me to explain to you. And, hopefully we can get you aboard.
All right. Again, thank you for the opportunity. And remember, these opportunities are going to be posted on Handshake as well as Community Options website. So feel free to contact Vanessa for more information. And thank you for joining us today. Thank you and have a good day.